I forgot to hit start recording again. Okay, we're like 5 minutes in. It's not that the end of the world, but it's the end of the world. If you want to truly, if you want want truly beautiful blooms, you must devote a great deal of time and effort to them. You can enjoy the flowers once they bloom, pluck them as they're about to wither, and finally make them into thread. It's kind of poetic. But what do you do with the thread? I usually just give it away. Most of it goes to the little puppeteer, Alice. So I'm gonna assume Tay's the one who did it, right? I'm gonna assume that Tay got the thread from Alice. Alice Margitroid. Does she need it for those magic dolls of hers? I think she uses it to make dolls, yes. She tells me she only wants the very best goods. I'm sure the thread is valuable, but do ghost flowers themselves sell for as high a price as they say? I truly have no idea. Like some sheltered princess. Is there any wascally wabbits here? Hey, are you here? Hey's not home. Go look at the bamboo forest. Or any rebut here. Yeah. Rayson, you're alive. About yesterday. Don't you talk to me about yesterday. I got scolded for hours because of yous. I would still be stuck there if it weren't for that Shinigami bailiff. Miss Komachi's really kind, isn't she? Kindness has nothing to do with it. The Yama spotter is slacking off, so she switched targets. You just snuck off? Well, there's something I need to ask you, Rayson. I can guess what it is. For your information, I had to leave Notori hanging because I had to find Tay. Just before I could get started with the tests, Master told me to get her, and there was nothing I could do. That's how it was. Now, is that all? No, I still have a few more questions. Kinds of pottery. Are they all medicine jars? They turned medicine into a jar? That's secret savings. Scary, so I'll leave them alone. Yesterday during the trial, you spoke about Lady Yuko's fan, but you actually knew what the pattern on it was. How? Oh, that's because I really had seen it before. Huh? I thought I knew the big tree that purse was found under, and it was open then. There was a flower I had never seen before there. It looked like it was about to bloom. The fuck is... Whoa, wait a minute. You said that fan was near the big tree, not under it, where the police found it and the purse. Yes. I did think that was weird when the prosecutor mentioned it. And you never thought you should tell anyone? I couldn't do that. I had my own problems to consider. Well, maybe you should consider other people's problems sometime. Oh, by the way, what was that mysterious flower? I asked Master, and she said it must have been a ghost flower. A ghost flower?! What are you shouting for now? It's just... Everyone's been saying ghost flowers only bloom in the netherworld. Esther said something like that too, but she told me that, in very rare cases, they take root in other places. But if they do, they'll never bloom unless they get special care. If Master says it, it must be true. Maybe the one who's been taking care of that flower is... Grayson, do those flowers have to be cared for every day? Seems you could just get away with doing it every 3 days, but that's the limit. Every 3 days. Has Yiko been planning this flower in the regular world? Or in Gensokyo, I guess? For now, she'd correct our info on ghost flowers. We'll only pay Lady Yuko another visit. No, Yuriko's the one who's been visiting Miss Yuzukai every 3 days. tell you the truth, I felt traces of Tay that night. Near the crime scene. That's right, I'm sure she was hanging around near that stall. But you couldn't find her. Felt like she was avoiding me. And if she doesn't want to be found, you don't stumble into her by chance. Oh wait, that reminds me. What is it? Found this in Tay's room here. I think it's from that store, Corando. No. Not Corando. What is that? Looks like an account form. An invoice, and addressed to Tay. Looks like she's been buying all kinds of things. Steak, snacks, clothes, earplugs, and sleep medicine. Imagine she need earplug. That Night Sparrow's stall is always noisy at night. Is that a problem for you too? Can't really hear her from inside here, but I think the other rabbits out in the bamboo forest have it tough. I love this face that she has. Main character, yeah. She keeps that stall up until well after midnight. Hey, that bill's for a huge sum. I have no idea how anyone would pay for this. Does Tay even have a job? How does she make money? I don't know. I'm not in charge of her finances. Well, if she owes that much money, I can see why she's making herself scarce. Racing, can I take this with me? Well, I don't think Tay would want you to have it. So of course you can! Based. Isn't that a bit cold of you? I'm only in this mess because of her to begin with, so I might as well drag her down with me. I had no idea Tay was in debt. The waiver inventory made. A lot of expenses. Someone's been living large. Dude, this mix of this theme is so good. It's such a shame. It takes so long to loop through. I got hit it one more time on this theme though. It's so good. Boss made before rabbits. She has the power to bring good luck to people, and so it just dupes them. I gotta vibe up to this for a sec. You owe a lot of money to someone. Who do you pick? Yukari, Kaneko, or Renosuke? I'd probably pick Kaneko or Renosuke. Definitely not picking owing money to Yukari. God, you know, this is the Force of Magic. This is Alice's place. This is where Alice lives. But really, who'd build a house like this in the middle of the Forest of Magic? Marissa lives in the forest too, doesn't she? Maybe it's a good place to magicians. It's all pain to get to. Get down! Oh, wait, what's with you? Look at the door. Tay's coming out of the house. And Alice is seeing her off. I have my suspicion that Alice, or that Tay is buying things off of Alice seems to be coming to fruition. You're right. So these two know each other. It's an incredible opportunity. As if I'd missed a photo op like this. Ah! Something wrong? I heard a weird noise when I took the shot. Please let this picture come out. You son of a bitch! Why is your camera not working? Really? Alice and Tay working together? No, I think Alice is probably completely innocent. She's probably just getting bought things off of from Tay. Maybe I'm wrong. Only have half. Can't tell if Miss Alice is in the doorway at all. But it's clearly her house in the background. It's not nearly good enough to be evidence. Yeah, we're gonna present it at some point. Remy's gonna be like, what is this supposed to say? Place the photo of Tay and allegedly Alice in the court record while choking back tears. Hey, we can't waste time crying over spilled milk. We already let Tay run off. Yeah, you're right. We're just going in? Knock knock, open up. Good morning, Alice. You have the time to talk. Oh, you're that Tengu reporter. What do you want? Your doll is even agitated. I'm Yuko Saigyoji's defense attorney right now. Do you mind if I ask you about the night of the incident? Oh, that incident. I had nothing to do with it. I only happened to be there as a customer. That's all. You may leave now. I see she's as friendly as ever. I won't take up much of your time. Please, I just need to ask a few questions. If you must. A pretty lucky couch. If I sat there, I'd fall asleep on the spot. There's something shiny under this chair. What is that? It looks like a coin with 500 on it. Who did Reimu say she... Oh, she gave that to Suika. Or at least one of them. Well, I've never seen a coin like this. What are you talking about? Alice, is this yours? Huh? Get on, Alice. You have to fucking have a stroke. No, I've never seen this before. I don't even know what it is. You know, Tay is, like, the most suspicious candidate. You're really not doing yourself any favors right now, Alice. Like, I still think Tay is still the most likely suspect, but, like, you're not helping yourself right now. It was lying on your floor. Well, someone else must have dropped it here. It wasn't me. You're getting pretty flustered over something you've never seen before. Could this coin... Alright, let's take a closer look at back at the office. You just took it? I speak. Fucking Alice is just having a stroke the way we look at her fucking chair. Where's Alice? Alright, weird. Yeah, a great deal of Yuko Haki Gokuro. The thread she makes is of the highest quality. Did you get it for free? Oh, I offered to pay from the beginning, but Yuko insisted it was a gift. Yuko. No wonder why your finances are dog shit, Yuko. It'd be rude of me to refuse. Not very surprising they're broke. What do you do with the thread? I plan to use those puppet strings. It's so thin it's nearly invisible, but extremely strong. Perfect for my purposes. But I thought you moved your dolls with magic. Which is it? I can do ordinary puppetry too, I'll have you know. Oh yeah, Miss Alice puts on puppet shows sometimes. I heard they're really popular in the human village. Well, even I have to earn a living somehow. See, she's as humble as ever, too. I've been told you visit Iante sometimes. But how do you have any kind of relationship with Tei and Abba? We do have business relationships with the people of Iante. Excuse me, I do really like her sprite. And what kind of business would that be? I regularly make purchases from them, and Tei occasionally makes the deliveries. Is that how it is? Is she laying some groundwork in case Tei got caught visiting this place? Oh, we're gonna bring up this picture, and then Remy is gonna be like, Tei was just making her deliveries as usual. There's nothing of the out of the ordinary here. And Eiki's gonna be like, you're right, Remy. I'm gonna announce that Yuriko's the culprit, and then Ai's gonna be like, whoa. For instance, when I need more thread than Yuriko can provide, I purchase it from Iante. I'm not sure how, but it seems Aaron also produces thread made from ghost flowers. But she asks quite a price for it, so naturally, I'd rather get it from Haki Gokuro. If you give her free, then why not? Wait, I don't like the ... you're giving to the purse. Little suspicious. What's that supposed to be? She didn't come on the fan, though. Ghost flower. Perhaps I should try making thread on my own. No comment. Hello, Yuyuko. Would you like to actually talk to me about things? Lady Yuko, what are you doing on that bed? What do you mean? Is there something odd about sitting on a bed? It's just as good as any seat. Let me rephrase the question. Why are you sitting Seiza style on that bed? Isn't it the proper way for a lady to sit? That's not... Never mind. Oh, this is only half of a picture? Is it art? What? Excuse me. Oh, so did you find the ghost flower near the stall? I had begun to worry you never would. Why not just tell me about it? I really thought you would find it at once. Lady Ika, this ghost flower is the reason you visit Misty's stall so regularly, isn't it? It was to tend to that flower. I couldn't help myself. It's so terribly rare for a ghost flower to bloom outside the netherworld that I felt like I had to care for it. And it was the reason you left the stall that night? Correct. What about that fan found at the crime scene? Oh, that. I used it as a landmark to find the flower more easily. Open, of course. It had to stand out. Yeah, Miss Rayson said so too. Wait a moment, why is it found next to the stolen purse then? Well, only because someone moved it. The flower's a little ways away from the giant tree, and the fan would not move on its own, would it? This would be the work of the true culprit. The fan was left open, but it was found closed. Since it didn't fold easily, they'd have to be a bit crafty. That's right. There's a trick to closing and opening that fan. Whoa! Did anyone come to mind? No, it was nothing. I want to show my hand yet, but could it really be Alice? Ladiko, we probably should have asked earlier, but... Do you think of anyone who holds a grudge against you? Momiji! Beep! Oh, I don't see why anyone would. All I ever do is relax in my netherworld mansion. We can't go to Renosuke's yet. It's not giving up the option. Well, that's true enough, but I've heard rumors that she plots all kind of schemes for that mansion, and she's awfully well connected on top of it. Doesn't seem like this was done to harm. This was done to do you harm. If you can't sever that thread, you'll never move forwards. What? I would have much preferred a more fluffy mattress. Perhaps sitting like this was not such a good idea. Dude, dealing with her is just... Bring Churno back! I'll rather deal with that than her. Who'd have thought? Notes on Yika's fan rewritten. We gotta investigate the coin. Oh, my poor camera. Please stop crying. I love this sprite. You just have it fixed, can't you? That's not gonna fix the evidence. Could have proven a connection between Tay and Alice with this. We only have half a picture. If even a bit of Alice was in it, we'd be fine. Hope we could still use it in court. Call it our last resort. Or we're back to the corner, where we won't have anything left to lose. It's guaranteed we'll be using it. This Alice completely panicked when we found this. Yeah, she practically threw up. So I think we definitely saw something we shouldn't have. Being something connected to the case. I'd like to ask Misty to be sure, but... This must be the coin Suika used to pay her bill that night. And that means... This is part of the stolen proceeds. If she had it, wouldn't that make Alice the real culprit? But you're not convinced? It's only possible. She suddenly came as a customer out of nowhere. And that ghost thread was found with the bag. Very possible that Tay bought the thread off of Alice with that money or some shit. Why'd she do something so risky? She doesn't seem short on money. But we still have time to investigate. I'd forgotten something important. The Gensokyo amnesia incident. But I was supposed to play shogi with Notori today. Really? In the middle of a case? At the crux of the inquiry? This is what's on your mind? And you're always saying I don't take things seriously. That's not what I meant. But nothing. The Boon Boon Maru doesn't press holidays, you know. I'm working hard every day. I was just thinking, we should make time to go to Notori's house if we can. You really need your shogi that bad? That's not it! Don't you want to hear about that wavelength experiment? Omiji, what is it? It's important to keep all your promises. You should be honest and admit you want to hear Notori's story too. What can you tell? I've had a lot of practice. Let me go talk to my guy, Renosuke. The poor bird in the cage forgot her song. But she seems to remember her songs just fine. Like nothing has changed since yesterday. Tell me now, what will tomorrow bring? I'd gladly tell her if she stopped singing. If you won't speak to us, we can just go somewhere else. We really don't have time to waste. You got a lot of nerve. Or did you think I couldn't hear you? You've been acting like losing your money is a huge tragedy, but aren't you just singing like always? I'm a night sparrow. Singing is like breathing to me. I had to hear her sing like that while I was at the night. I'd want earplugs too. We have some important things to ask you. Do you have a minute? All I know is the darkness of this world. Maybe I should show you some of the horrors of this world, then. Picture, but it looks really strange. Now then, do you recognize this coin? That's the thing Suika paid me with. I'm sure of it. I wouldn't forget a coin this unique looking. And it would have been with the rest of the stolen money? Yeah, no doubt about it. Huh? Wait, where did you find that? That's confidential. If I tell her that's at Alf's place, she'll definitely fly there and make a huge mess of things. Look, I just need to get that money back. If I can't restock, I can't stay in business. I understand, but... Just leave her. Here we are. There she is, toying with her machines as usual. Notori, do you have a moment to spare? Oh, hi, I am Momiji too. Long time no see. What can I do for you? I'm sure you've heard about it, but we're investigating that theft case Lady Yuka is accused of. So there's something I wanted to ask of you. Sure, I was about to take a break anyway. What are you working on? I'm working on my purse-stealing a money machine. I'm making improvements to my wave reader. I want to be able to pick up sounds from all over Gensokyo. Would that be like that wiretapping thing I've heard about? It's a bill? See, camera trouble, eh? Want me to fix it? What is it? Is it money? My pride and joy. It's still got room for improvement. First, looks handmade. What a pretty fan. Ghost flower. I bet everyone will want their thread now, eh? What a terrifying account books. Look at all those deficits. Well, that night, I was just wandering around near the bamboo forest to take some readings. I did pass by that night sparrow's stall. I thought they had made an odd bunch. You mean Lady Suika and Alice? Yeah, but all of them seem to be acting normal. But I thought you couldn't do the experiment. I didn't get Raisin's data, and that was unfortunate. I already heard what happened with her. But I managed to get some basic readings on my own. Wasn't Raisin supposed to alter the waves for you? I want to know how my machine would handle that, but we can always do that later. It's not a problem. She really didn't need to do what she did. No one could imagine she'd make a huge fool of herself in court, I'm sure. I actually analyzed all the sound waves I picked up that night. Interested? Uh-oh. The sound waves? I can convert them to audio and put them on tape. Give me Yuyuko say something terrible. With this thing, with this playback machine, you can hear everything that happened at the crime scene. It's gonna be fucking Yuyuko saying something. I'm so confident. By so, I mean like 60%. That might be a bit much. Do you have a summary? Go look at this. Mostly footsteps. And Night Sparrow singing with the occasional comment from Lady Yuko or Suika. Night Sparrow's singing voice drowns out a lot. But I can promise you, the only people at the stall... only the people at the stall spoke. You can tell that much? I tuned it specifically for the experiment. I want to test its effective range, you see. What's this? Unidentified footsteps. Footsteps of someone who went from the stall to the giant tree, then they went back. But they're so faint, I couldn't tell who it could be. Did they obey Lady Yuko's footsteps? No, I have her footsteps documented separately. Whatever it was wasn't human-sized. That's all I can tell. Can't ignore that, not if they went to the giant tree. Where the stolen purse was found. Notori, can you please lend me this recording? Of course, and take that playback machine too. You're gonna use it in court, right? We will. I'll take good care of it. Okay, your doll size, yeah. Oh yeah, we're out of time. We have to head to court. I want to talk to Rinosuke! Oh, already? Yes, we'll be late if we don't go now. But we haven't been to Korando yet. I wanted to ask you a Taze-in voice. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Excuse me, just how much do you understand? That's a secret. Ah, yeah, can you really not narrow it down to just one? He's probably concerned about it being both Alice or Kay. Possible, there's strong evidence against two people. That's so strange. In all our other cases, we singled out the culprit before taking the fight to them. But who says this can even be singled out? What to be singled out? Ah yeah, they're starting. We have to go now. I wonder if it's a conspiracy theory. Hello, cute little Remy. I hope you're not going to make my life miserable. We'll get a day 3? I think we have enough evidence. The trial of Yuko Sagioji will now resume. Resume. Are both the prosecution and the defense prepared? The defense is ready. Remy? I literally just saw you. The prosecution is clearly not ready. Your Honor, the prosecution appears to be forfeiting. Your verdict, The prosecution is ready. You weren't there a moment ago. I had to make some last-minute arrangements. Please warn the court if you encounter delays. This will not happen again. Now, let us begin, shall we? Just let it be. If I confront her, she'll just make excuses. Let's just forget about it. You're really not gonna ask Aya? You think that stubborn vampire brat is gonna behave? You have a point. Who are you calling a brat? That's what I'm talking about. You'll never admit fault, so just asking is pointless. Now then, I was told the prosecution wished to make a statement. Yes, Your Honor. In the course of our renewed investigation, we discovered several new facts. I'm concerned. The witness who will soon take the stand will attest to them. And what are these facts? The testimony will make everything clear. That statement didn't actually tell us anything. Don't get cocky, Miss Remelia looks really confident. Please flip this beard out. In that case, the witness may take the stand. You fucking wench! Just as I expected, it's Alice. Is she one of your culprit candidates? Of course! But there's another, the one with a motive. Witness, state your name and occupation. I am Alice Margitoid, the puppeteer of 7 colors. Quite an unusual occupation, but I suppose it does not matter. Now then, please tell the court what you saw on the night of the crime. I watched Lady Yuko get up, say, I'm gonna steal from Mistia, and then she stole stole from Mistia. It is tragic. I can't believe she would do this. As you wish. It was without a doubt Yuyiko who stole the stall's proceeds. I'm just gonna fucking jump off a cliff. And how did she do it, you ask? I can only tell you because I saw it myself, but it was actually quite simple. You didn't fucking report on this yesterday. I watched the crime and there's a trial going on. I'm not gonna report anything. Having secretly tied her phantom thread to the purse, all she had to do was hold on to it as she stood from her seat. She was quite drunk and didn't see a thing, and she was occupied with her singing, so only I noticed. The purse made not a sound as it fell to the ground, no doubt because the cloth it was made of was so thick. Yuyiko then simply had her keep her fishing line in hand as she dragged away her prized fish behind her. I did not think you would start making such charming faces so soon. Aye, this is really bad. Again, if we let this stand, well, you know... No shit! That's really stupid. You're telling me? Yes, I know. I didn't think she could lie so convincingly. I guess that's a performer for you. Defense, are you not going to cross-examine? I will. I wonder how long you can last. You can expose your lies no matter what it takes. Now draw her giving birth. And do you have any basis for that claim? If I did not, I would not be standing here. That's confidence. And yet, Lady Yuko has denied the charge. If the criminal does not want to be caught, then she'll be naturally be forced to lie. But why would you make me explain something this obvious? I think we have a second Amelia on the stand. You were in the stall center seat, were you not? Could you really have seen it from there? Of course, when Yuyiko left her seat, I turned to watch her go. If Lady Yuyiko had been the culprit, wouldn't she make sure no one was watching before acting? She seemed to be a rather careless person to begin with. And she had already drank plenty. The lamprey and sacred there are both to die for. There you go. Please exercise your right to remain silent. Now, how did she steal the purse exactly? Let me explain. Let me see. Unfortunately, there's a problem here. What makes you say that? During yesterday's hearing, I showed that you could have committed the crime with the same method. So you agree it could have been possible for Yuyiko as well. What? And she was seated at the edge of the stall, closest to the person of all of us, by the way. It's true I have access to the thread of ghost flowers, but so does Yuyiko. Incidentally, we discovered this thread is available for purchase at Iente's clinic, so its importance as evidence was grossly overstated yesterday. Then it appears the witness is in the right. No one witnessed the moment anyone tied a string to the purse. That does not absolve the accused in any way. Slow down and think properly for once. Boo hoo hoo. Yeah, anyone who knows of the thread could have committed the crime? Shush. Shush. Tsuka's quite drunk and didn't see. Yeah. Why didn't you say anything at that moment? I couldn't act. It would have meant opposing someone who holds a great deal of power in this world and the next. Fucking, I'm gonna lose my mind. That's no excuse. I am not foolish enough to seek out battles I have no chance of winning. What about you? That's... Things might have been different had Suika taken notice, but she did not, because... Then why is it that you noticed? It was pure chance. I was tipsy and playing with my doll on the counter and happened to see the purse fall to the ground. So you're playing with dolls. It was a fortuitous occurrence. Thanks to that whim, I saw the moment of the crime. You knew Lady Hiko was the culprit, because it happened just as she stood up. Must be Flop aware. Don't you think that's strange? Would it be better to draw the person by hand than carry it away? What does it matter? That's not what happened. But I believe Yuiko had the better idea. It'd be wiser to not walk holding the bag in your arms. What do you mean? Being seen with stolen goods in her own hands would have been the absolute worst situation for her. It actually makes some sense. Nothing to do with Server from the beginning. Quippers was on the recording? Yeah, but it's supposedly, like, silent, right? Like, the thread should be the answer. As to, like, how the culprit actually did it. There's a world I could use the wavelength record or the cassette tape here. Probably not. Dragged away, then I must have made any sounds. The problem is, I feel like the purse was dragged away. I feel like this is a correct line of thinking. Like, it was probably a combined effort with Alice and Tay. Try that last one. Shit, that was the last one. Just out of curiosity. Curiosity. Just in case I have to. Quickly press everything. Enter! Do your skip thing! It's hard to skip some of these right now. Question is, what kind of what evidence do they want? Hello? Game? Why are you not letting me bring up that my evidence and profile page? I don't necessarily see anything wrong with this. Is there ever a chance I throw, like, Rayson's name on this? Probably not. Or did Tori's? as she dragged the prize behind her. Could try this. Yeah. What if it was that one then? What if? Would she have tied it to the purse? Again. Fishing sign, elegant angler. That makes me think I want to do something to this last line. If it's the money. Just throw it all. We're back to this. Peanut butter does not want to let me skip a lot of things. What if it's simple? No. Okay. Surely I'll hit it eventually. Please don't have it be preventing a profile. That's the one thing I don't want to. It was that simple? Really? The purse that held the stolen money, what about it? The purse was handmade by Mistia, the victim, and it is made of thick canvas. But you couldn't tell something like that just by looking at it. It's true, it would be difficult to judge the thickness of cloth without touching it. Now tell me something, Alice. How did you know the thickness of the canvas you've never even laid a finger on? That's where this went? Wouldn't that mean you've held this bag with your own hands? The witness is an expert doll maker. I'm sure she can evaluate cloth at a glance. But that purse is kept under the counter, where customers can't see it. A glance is really all she should have gotten. According to her, as soon as Lady Yuko stood up, the purse fell and was dragged away. Hardly a good opportunity to evaluate anything. Must agree with the defense. She's siding with me for the first time ever. Does the prosecution have an objection? I can only say the witness must have made an unwise assumption. And there's nothing wrong with the rest of her testimony. There's a lot more wrong with her testimony. Oh, does it contradict your evidence? The witness still has more to tell us. Let's listen to all she has to say first. I suppose it would be wrong to make too much of a single mistake. You may continue, witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Hex... something... suspicious Shanghai doll. As a matter of fact, when Yuko walked away, I had my doll follow her. I tried to have her snap the thread Yuko used to drag the purse. Without tools, it proved impossible, and so I had her come back before long. I was wondering what I should do when Yuko came back, empty-handed, as if nothing had happened. Not long after, Mistia realized the purse had vanished and began raising a fuss. But surely you know what happened next. Momiji, yes? I'm gonna run away now, make your choice. What the fuck is wrong with you, Aya? You won't, we said we defend Lady Yuko to the end, right? There are no openings at all. That's not true, some of her secret weapons. I'm sure her story has hidden flaws. If you give up now, it's not too late to have tea time back in my mansion. I'll treat you to Sakyu's famous tea and cookies. Judge, isn't this bribery? And you hear that? We get tea and snacks. Maybe even a good story for the paper. Aya, you can't fall for that. I'm gonna blow Aya. I'm gonna make sure. Will the defense cross-examine? We will. Just give us a minute. What a nice, loyal puppy you are. I'm a wolf, Tengu. Aya, I'm gonna put you down. Do you even do something like that? For a puppeteer of my caliber, nothing could be easier. Still, this doesn't sound right to me. I think arguing with the doll will help. Because Miss Alice never left her seat once. Even so. Where was Lady Yuko doing while your doll followed her? Was there any way you could know? But of course. Huh? I could see through a doll's eyes, though they were my own. Though it gives me a rather bad case of tunnel vision, I could still see what Yuko was doing. And that is why I had her to come testify. She turned out to be the sole eyewitness. If you're not seeing through your own eyes, you can't call yourself an eyewitness. What the fuck, Aya? No, I disagree. He was treating something seen through a telescope as evidence. Oh, come on. Aya, why is that what you're after? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking beat you to death, Aya. Press further. Information. Is that even possible? My dolls are certainly capable of such a simple trick, but it turns out to be impossible in that instance. What does that mean? I was just getting to that. In the end, your doll didn't accomplish anything. We attempted to snap the thread, but it was simply impossible with the strength of a single doll. Thread made from ghost flowers, much stronger than it appears. Would you have gone and cut it yourself? Well, that would draw attention, wouldn't it? And I'd hoped to avoid that. I still think it's inexplicable that you didn't tell Misty anything. I want to be certain of Yuko's intentions. It might have been a mere prank. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Somehow that doesn't sit right with me. And you didn't ask her anything. I was trying to think of what to say. After all, I had no proof, and my opponent was a fearsome individual. You'd have been fine if you could just gotten Suika on your side. She was even more drunk than she usually is. It would have been difficult to make her understand. Why does she have a comeback ready for everything? When Misty realized she'd been robbed, wouldn't that have been the time to expose the culprit? I want to say something. I truly did. But Yuko was staring at me the whole time. Are you that afraid of her? You can only say something like that because you do not know the true terror of Yuriko's Saigyoji. Trust me, I'm starting to have an inkling. Did someone call on me? She needs to look at Ice Smoke's face to know that she's lying. How do I prove it? Can't do it. I poked everywhere I could, but nothing sticks. So is this finally over? Aki's gonna be like, time to throw the verdict! And we're like, oh no! Please don't give up. Lee Yuko's relying on us. I know that, but... Wait, is Lee Yuko mouthing something to me? It appears the cross-examination is over. I will now hand down my verdict. In which case... He's trying to tell me something. Let's see. IMH... Fucking A, dude. Oh, I love Yuko. She's one of the best of all time. Lady Yuko! What's wrong? What happened? It's nothing. Why would you do this to me now of all times? The defense is sinking to the most desperate tricks to delay the verdict. Do not let them distract you. Yes, where was I? She's mouthing things again, was it now? Nito. Naito. N-I-T-O. Nitori. Ah! Defense, have you lost your mind? Hold the verdict, just wait. The defense is undermining the trial with their outbursts. I demand they be held in contempt. That'll not be necessary just yet. Now, I forgot what I was going to say. You were going to say, I find the defendant guilty. The prosecution is pressuring the judge. I demand they be held in contempt. Urgh. She's cute when she's pouting. No, wait, I had something important to say. Fucking Yuko, I'm hungry. Aya, did you come up with something? There's one point where her story is at odds with the evidence. And Elves explained how she had her doll follow Lady Yuko. That's where she messed up. What do you mean? I'm sure she did use the doll, but defense, if you have something to say, say it now. Because I've remembered what I was going to say myself. Ah, yes. I have important evidence to present. Evidence that proves the witness was not truthful. Do you claim using this we can hear all the sounds made near the stall again? Is this about the business with the rabbit yesterday? How is this evidence? If you pay close attention, you'll hear faint footsteps that have yet to be identified. And these footsteps go to and from the giant tree. How the fuck can you tell that with... The one under, which the stolen purse was discovered. Footsteps fainter than that of a human, or even a ghost. Footsteps made by a very tiny person. They are the footsteps of your doll. Well, what of it? I already told you about my doll. Remy's like, fuck you, Alice. Well, Remy, it looks like you're quicker on the uptake than Alice. And now for the final push. Oh, really? Were you not paying attention, Alice? You never told us about going to the giant tree in your testimony. Ah! Wait, I only forgot to mention it. Then what was it Lady Yuko did under that giant tree? You should be able to tell us, in detail. After all, you could see through that doll's eyes like they were your own. Yes, of course. I'm just trying to remember the great Gensokyo amnesia incident. But you can't, can you? Shall I tell the court why? It's because it was your doll that dragged the purse to the tree. You're just accusing a witness without proof again. I want to see real evidence. Oh, I'll be more than happy to show you. If you're prepared to go that far, then present your evidence. I have decisive proof of her guilt. This is it. Still gonna take a while. There's still evidence we haven't got through. What is this? Is this not some of the stolen money which vanished? I just so happened to find it on a visit to Alice's house today. If they're just gonna believe that. No picture or anything. No, this can't be happening. Now, Alice, where did this money come from? Where's the money, Lebowski? I don't know, it just appeared today. It was a virus. There was a virus, and I tried to get out, and my pants fell down. It just appeared out of thin air. Something feels off, but it's too late to turn back. Achy, is this not the most bullshit thing you've ever heard? I'm gonna say it straight out. Alice, you were the true culprit all along. Hehehe. Oh, fuck my ass, dude. How can she laugh like she's still winning? I hate it when they do that. I suppose I was simply out of luck. Alice. Oh, fine, I give up. It's as you say. I was the one who stole Misty's purse from her stall. I had my doll take hold of the thread tied to it and had her drag it to the giant tree. It was me. Really? In that case, I'll have to reconsider my verdict. You did it. Yeah, this turned out to be easier than I thought it would be. Where's Tay gonna get brought up? As soon as I get home, I'm getting started on that story. Interesting. Huh? Why now? Amelia, what reason could there possibly be to object now? The witness is not done with her testimony. Have the decency to hear her through to the end. Is that so, Nanoka? You speak of what we discussed in private. I was deceived. The Night Sparrow's purse was supposed to be made of cloth from heaven that could be used to create a living, thinking, autonomous doll. What the fuck? I am actually a victim in this too. I'm gonna lose my mind. That's what I was told, so I stole it, but it was just ordinary canvas. Let me make this clear. All I did at the behest of Yuriko Saigyoji. Now we have to prove that she was working with Tay. Fuck it, I'm gonna lose my mind, dude. Your poopy butt. Order! That's not possible. What's going on? It seems you have come full circle. But it's a problem that you did not tell us this in the first place. Yeah, gee, your whole testimony is based off of a lie. Well, it's still her fault. Oh, that was the idea of our fine prosecutor, Amelia. What the fuck? Aki! Can we point out to what the... I'm gonna lose my mind. When she called me in as a witness, I confessed everything you heard just now to her. And she promised I'd be protected from prosecution should I give an edited version of my testimony. Aki, is this not contempt of court? Do not look at me like that. This is what's called a plea bargain. An extremely common outside world courtroom technique. It was the only way I could secure her testimony. It had to be done. I believe my handbook said something about these plea bargains. There's no way that's legal! I'm afraid that, according to my handbook, it is. Are you serious? Now then, am I free to go? I'm gonna fucking beat you to death! Of course, my office will not bring charges against you, which means your case will never come to trial. I'm getting flashbacks to, Sam Bankman-Fried right now. Fried? Whatever his name was. Where every single person in that case was like, guys, he manipulated me into helping him, so, you know, everyone took fucking plea bargains there, or like, whatever. I'm getting flashbacks to that. What the fuck? What an excellent deal! I could say the same! As I thought, trials are all about brains. In any case, I wish you all a good evening, and good luck. Just, you know, I'm gonna forward my mic here. Did you guys know that if someone tells me kill someone, and then I do that, and then I say, well, he told me to do it, I don't go off the hook. You just fall, what the fuck? They just let her go? The fuck? I just got up from my chair and I almost flipped it. Aya, what the fuck is happening? Well, I guess Lady Yuko's guilty after all, huh? Aya, you can't really mean that. Huh? Alice gave testimony that she and Lady Yuko were accomplices. That's it. It's not proven yet. We can hit there. There's no way Alice just got out of this scot-free. If she... Well, Thanatos, to be fair, plea bargains are like a real thing. Like, there are instances where plea bargains can affect stuff. Like, I brought up the Sam Bankman-Fried case for a reason, as I believe, I could be mistaken, but I believe there was a lot of that there, where he had a lot of people in collusion with him, testifying against him in order to like, lessen their case. But this is making me lose my mind. And we still have that. Well, let's resume the trial for the time being. Although... Oh, what now? I'm sorry, I wasn't sure what the best thing to say was, what is it? I have a proposal. I want to hear further testimony from Alice. That a conspiracy between her and the defendant existed has yet to be proven. Alice already testified enough. Alice carried out the crime, following Yuko's plan. I believe there's merit to the defense's request. I will allow it. But, in Ramelia, should you ever make another of these plea bargains, I'd very much prefer to be informed in advance. Yeah, that is another thing, too. Is like, all the people in the Sandbag Free case came out to testify against him, but, like, they all, like, ahead of time. They wasn't fucking brought up in the middle of nowhere, like, oh yeah, we did this on the side, you know, whatever. Wow, the judge does not look happy. Well, it's working in our favor. Alright, the real fight starts now. We should punish Ramelia too. What's the meaning of this? Why do I have to testify again? I was about to head home when that Shinigami that works for you stopped me. I need you to tell us how that scheme of yours came together. Well, I suppose it's fine. But Yuko is the mastermind. It's the honest truth. Then testify and convince us of it. Understood. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Not in a bad way, but... It was Yuko who used me, but we never spoke face to face. What the fuck? What? What is this? It was Teinaba Iete relayed the play. What the fuck? What is going on? She acted as Yuko's messenger. Oh. Huh? Bronowski, he'll set everything straight, yeah. I was not expecting her to call out Tay on her own. So that's how it was. Mystery solved. There are two culprits. Alice carried out the crime, Tay planned it. Heh, a puppet and a puppet master. What are you both mumbling about over there? Cross-examine her already. She looks mad. Well, it's like her sandcastle's falling apart. Ooh, we're getting some, like, 2-1 again, where, like, Remy got pissed at Mei Ling. I think Remy's turning on Alice, because Alice lied to her about she did the crime, but, you know, oh, it was Yuko who planned it, and then Remy is realizing that it was Tay who did it, who set it up, not Yuyuko, and is getting pissed at Alice. No, that she realized that Alice is a super villain. And you're sure of that? Why would I lie about anything now? I guess you're right. What the fuck you mean, I guess you're right? What is she still hiding more? How did that go? How did that work exactly? Tay visited me at my home and told me of Yuko's plan. She intended to steal the stole's proceeds, and she wanted my help to do it. And you got taken in just like that. When I heard about that heavenly cloth that can make dolls come alive, I knew I had to do it. If you ask me, the real crime here would have been wasting that treasure on a bag. Did you believe that? Seems obvious in retrospect. Still, I was completely duped. It's kind of hard to feel sorry for someone who falls... It's kind of hard to feel sorry for people who fall for scams sometimes. I got screenshot that line. Gyakuten is Yuko's messenger. And you didn't wonder why Tay was involved with this? I didn't care. Wasn't she just a go-between? This is how you were fooled. I understand, thank you. But Tay was the mastermind of this case, without a doubt. Wait! Do you ever think... Hold on. Do you think that Alice is actually lying? Is it possible that Alice is actually telling the truth, and Tay pretended to... Yeah, because the whole thing at the beginning of the very first trial or not even pre-trial, where Tae was the one, where it's just presumably Tae's the one getting pissed at Mistia. She set this up and pretended that it was fucking Yuyuko. Alice might not actually be lying here. For once. Hold up a second. By paying yourself as just go-between, you can avoid the real blame. Is this the end of your cross-examination? Yes, I'm finished. Good, I'll now render my verdict. What? Well, the witness was the crime's perpetrator. The defendant was the one pulling your strings. Therefore... Hold on, we have to hear Tae's testimony. We have ample proof already. There's no need to delay the trial any longer. Or do you have some evidence that suggests we missed something? Evidence? You should extend the trial. You must present something for us to discuss. Say that, but... Oh wait, I have it! Ah yeah, this isn't the time for bluffs. No, this is the perfect time for bluffs. All you have to do is show a connection between Lady Yukiko and Tae. Anything at all. Is it the picture or the invoice? Oh no, wait, it's this. Please look at this. It's written in these notes that Tae made several visits to the defendant's home. That is true. So Tae and Lady Yukiko definitely came in contact. You can't deny that there might be some facts left for us to discover. Aye, is that really a good idea? We don't have any other way to drag Tae in here. The defendant, Tae and Nab, have a deeper connection than we suspected. I prefer to hear from her just in case. Does the prostitution have any objections? I have no objection. This court will go into recess till the witness can be summoned. How the hell are they going to get their hands on Tae? Ah, fuck me! Expected, you're taking it easy. I rarely ever get to enjoy a spectacle like this one. I would hope so. Get ready, they must have found Tae by now. Why skipping? Because I was pressing enter to pass the text, and I was just kind of like mindlessly pressing enter while the red text was going, and they just whooshed. That's the spirit. At least it's like conversation between. It's not like that. But is there a journal? No, there's no backlog. Can do this. Yeah, there's no scroll up. I can just skip. I should just be able to skip this though. Managed to dry Tae out somehow. Don't underestimate her, that's how she wins. At least we know her motive. According to our evidence, Tae has money troubles. Looks like she wanted to get her hands on both Mistia's money and ghost flowers to pay her debts. It seems she was near the crime scene herself, too. But her footsteps weren't caught on our recording. If you stayed at the ground, we wouldn't have to make footsteps at all. She wouldn't have to make footsteps at all. We'll have to rely on other evidence. What an entertaining act that was. Why was she there, then? That's a good question. Court is now in session. First of all, allow me to make sure, prosecution, has there been another plea bargain? Of course not. I didn't even have time to speak with the witness. That means for once we're on the same footing. It's Tae. What kind of testimony is she going to give? Very well, then the witness may take the stand. You Bnuny. Witness, what is your name and occupation? I'm Tayanaba, just a happy-go-lucky yokai rabbit. There's no such occupation. Answer my question properly. You're as strict as ever. Are my duties. I didn't mean to disrespect Great Yama, but doing things properly all the time is no way to live, you know. Anyway, my occupation is, I help out errands sometimes. That fine? Oh, if that's best you can come up with, it'll have to do. Like she can run circles around even the judge. Better make sure she doesn't start running circles around us. I'm sure you already know why you were called. Please tell us about your relationship with the defendant. Sure thing, I'll tell you everything. I really didn't have anything to do with the crime. Yuko asked me to tell Alice about the plan of hers, and I did just as I was told. You want to know why she didn't go to Alice herself? She didn't want to risk anyone else finding out they were working together. What the fuck? Then why have a middleman? Anyway, I met with Yuko at her place a couple times. When I told her I wanted ghost flowers, she made me do this stuff for her. Okay, that's a lie. I met with Alice once, and obviously that was before the crime. That's also a lie. That's all I know. Yuko put everything together, and Alice did it for her. There's like 3 lies! Tough, but that's not surprising. What the fuck do you mean that stuff? There's like 3 different lies there. And since it's all lies, it's hard to know where to start. That was the extent of it. Everything lines up with what we've heard. I believe we could trust this testimony. This is the first time anyone's ever said that about Tay in their life. Yeah, I think we could trust this. Of course you do, because everything in it is good for your case. Defendant, you've heard the witness. Is there anything you'd like to say? Yes. Dried mackerel is at its most delicious when grilled, though I doubt it will help absolve me. Oh, I love you, Yuko. And are you admitting your guilt? No, Your Honor. The trial will only end if my attorney admits defeat. Lady Yuko. You can count on me, so be at ease, sit back, and wait for me to win. Then I'll leave it to you. Don't be stupid, you're done. There's nothing left to save you. Ignore her. Ignore her. Defense, will you cross-examine? Sorry, I'll begin right away. Hey, the go-between. Oh my gosh. Also, I didn't see it, but, Polycarpon, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. I'm gonna... Ooh. You say you didn't have anything to do with it, but you knew about the plan and act as a go-between. That makes you an accomplice. Is that really enough to make me a criminal? Is she right, Your Honor? Strictly speaking, you were aiding and abetting a crime, but we are not here to judge you at this time. Pardon? And I have no intention of prosecuting anything so trivial. Ooh, I'm so relieved. Why are you still giving me the stink eye? You mean to say you did none of this of your own volition? I was just following orders. I was asking Yuko. I was Yuko asking, so there's nothing I could do. She's not someone I can beat even if I try my hardest. Didn't Al say something similar? You didn't wonder why she'd do something like this. Nope. I just figured everyone likes money, right? Yeah, but still. She didn't worry about you or Alice knowing her secret? I guess she figured Alice wouldn't talk. If she told people what happened, she'd get dragged into more trouble too, right? That should go for you too, and yet here you are. I didn't do anything wrong. Stop playing innocent. You claim you met with Lady Yuko at Hakigokuro. Yep. In that case, this statement... Oh yeah, wait a second. What now? I'm getting to the good part. Yomi's account books do say that Tay went there asking for ghost flowers. It's the entire reason she's here now. But it's not written anywhere she ever saw Lady Yuko. That won't work. It's a huge mansion and only 2 people are ever in, and Yomu can't be everywhere at once. I got a few chances to say hi to Yuko, you see. So there's truly a connection between Alice, the perpetrator, and Yuko, the accused. So it seems. Your ploy came back to bite us. Okay, we're gonna have to use the photo here, and it's gonna, like, result in another issue. That's clearly a lie. Oh? Like you actually came alive all of a sudden. You actually have some kind of evidence. Oh, well, that's... Are you gonna have to present that messed up picture? You had a lot of nerve calling me a liar without any proof. I mean, we can prove she was at Alice's house afterwards. Is that not, like, questionable enough? I just calm down. Let's press from a different direction. As far as evidence is concerned. All I know, you could put everything together, Alice did it for her. Do you intend to claim that Lady Yuko was the mastermind to the very end? Hey, I just followed her orders. There's no way I could have gone against her. I didn't think you were the kind of person to just meekly obey orders. You think too highly of me. If it's someone scary asking, I'm do as I told. Well, I don't believe you. I just have to keep at it. I don't know if we need to prove a motive with Tay yet. He and Alice met again after the crime. And the proof is this. Music changed. There's a picture of the witness. What of it? I'm sure you're about to say she's standing in front of Alice's house, but that's not proof of anything. The fuck do you mean that's not proof of anything? She's literally standing in front of her house after she lit that. Due to a camera malfunction, only half the scene is in the picture. But Alice was definitely standing just behind Tay. Dude, just fucking say the fact that, yeah, she's visiting her house a fucking day after. She just fucking lied about not having visited. Oh. Either that, it would be proof of anything. I agree. It's proof she just lied! Resume the cross. Please wait, I swear I took this picture today. What'd that mean? That Tay visited Alice's house today. And that would mean Tay lied in her testimony. However, there's no date printed on this picture, so that cannot be proven. No, I can prove it. I'll show you the true evidence now. Do you really have something like that? Of course I don't. We'll never beat Tay if I'm just playing fair. So I'm gonna have to pull a trick of my own. Oh, come on. Stop complaining, help me look over this picture. Oh my gosh. What the fuck is going on? What am I clicking? What's that? There is it. There is it? It shouldn't be the other way around. What is this? This is proof this picture was taken today. This small speck is actually... Is this the coin? There's no way it's the fucking coin. The coin was in the house. I mean, that coin from the stolen proceeds? It did say you found it today, so if that is in the picture... Yes, it means this picture was taken today. That doesn't have to be taken today. It could have been taken yesterday. Please recall Tay's testimony. Tay claimed she only met Alice once, and that it was before the crime. If she visited Alice's house at all since then, her testimony is a lie. Yes, that appears to be the case. Then this testimony cannot be trusted. Whoa, wait. Yuko just used me like a pawn. That's the truth. Let me explain. Explain what? Me and Yuko, we made a deal. But testify about it. And make sure you do it properly this time. I get it. Didn't deal the fishing blow. I think we both managed to cheat death, her and me. Ah! Yuko had come with a plan so dirty and callous, even I was impressed. I'm gonna fucking... She promised if I helped with it, I'd get her special ghost flower, but she went back on her word. We used Mistia's purse as bait for Alice, but I got tricked too. In other words, Yuko's used me and Alice to get Mistia's money. But I realized something was wrong part ways, so I moved Yuko's fan that she'd left me that ghost flower. The one that grew in the forest. In my forest. You should all be grateful Yuko got herself caught thanks to me. Because I thought more lies. Then we'd better focus on the parts that touch on the evidence. Good idea. You claimed the defendant and you had an agreement, but you were betrayed. Yeah, that's right, she completely tricked us, me and Alice. I have a hard time believing it. Well, I trust your judgment. You'll come around. Get the cross-examination started before she can start swaying the judge. Still, this is hard. You're the conspirator. Say that, but you still went along with it? Hey, it's that princess from the Netherworld. I didn't think she was capable of tricking me. I don't believe a famous scam artist like you could ever be fooled so easily. When I ever scam anybody? You better have some proof if you're gonna say things like that. Well then. Aya, please stay calm. She's just trying to get a rise out of you. Who put the dog in charge of the cormorant? I'm a crow Tengu. I'm a wolf Tengu. How'd they end up with the money? That's a good question. Shush. What's special about that ghost flower? Oh, that's not important. You already know about ghost flowers, right? You want them, didn't you? Duh, ghost flowers are real valuable, and that one's special. I wonder... which kinds of ghost flowers she could mean, but which was she talking about? Hey, was it the ghost flower that grew near the crime scene that you wanted? Your silence tells us nothing. Answer the question. It doesn't matter which it was. Did I press further? Hey, are you really sure it wasn't the crime scene's ghost flower you're talking about? Well, it was a real special ghost flower, so I couldn't help but notice it. But Lady Yuko wouldn't give it to you. Right. That's strange. From what I've heard, Lady Yuko is the kind of princess who's generous with her belongings. It's hard to believe she wouldn't, she wouldn't give you that flower if you really wanted it. Oh, wait. I think there's been a mix-up here. Can I change my testimony? Aki? I will allow it, but let me warn you, I find this quite suspect. Go ahead, little bunny. I'll give you plenty of rope to snare yourself with. Yuko's gonna buy the flower from me. I'm gonna... Oh, is that the truth? That's right, it's growing in the bamboo forest, so that means it's mine. She was gonna pay me lots of money for it. Was it Lady Yuko came up with that story about that heavenly cloth? Yeah, it was the best way to get Alice on board. Everybody knows about Alice's live-in doll research. Then you'll let carrot in front of her and she'll go anywhere you want. Wouldn't anyone realize it's an obvious lie? Well, that's probably because I was the one telling her. I can be real convincing when I want to be. And Alice just went along with everything, just as planned. Wow, I'm starting to feel bad for Alice now. The Lady Yuko's aim was the money. Wasn't it? Well, I think it was. That doesn't make sense. She cared about the money. She has ghost flowers to sell. I could tell you what goes on inside her head. She's sitting right there. You could try asking her if you really want. Yeah, it's not gonna help. Now, if Yuko has some other reason to do it, I don't know what it is. Awfully careful, isn't she? Just get erect, eh? So it was you. You're the one who moved Lady Yuko's fan. Yeah, to get back at her. That might be the first time she said something truthful so far, since she's the true culprit after all. And how'd that help you get back at her? Isn't it obvious? I put you in the bag so they'd be found together. So you arranged things so Lady Yuko could be arrested. That I did. Being so brazen, I can't even feel mad about it. I can see you're very pleased with yourself. Well, duh, she tried to pull a fast one on me. I couldn't let that stand. Didn't you intend for this to happen from the beginning? No way. If she'd done right by me, I would have made this the perfect crime. But then she wouldn't keep her promise. So I had to show what happens when you mess with me. Where am I supposed to go from here? Haha. Take a good look at something or other. So there was no way Lady Yuko could promise you lots of money for anything. Ah, crap. The accused might have had no idea about those deficits at the time. Wasn't she spending large sums at the stall for weeks until now? Yeah, that's gotta be it. Yuko never had to know about that kind of stuff before, just like our princess. Ah, crap. Points out something different. Yeah, what she said! That's not possible, and that's because of the person who keeps the books. Which is... These account books are kept up to date by Yomu. Do you really think someone straight-laced us here would just let Hakigoku go broke without saying anything? It is true, the defendant must have known about these deficits. But we had a verbal contract. Only a sucker falls to something like that, Tay. And you are many things, but you're no sucker. You say everything up till now is planned carefully, so how could how could that have been overlooked? It seems the witness's testimony has been put in doubt again, but it cannot yet be determined if the defendant had anything to do with the crime or not. And I'll tell you everything about the night of the crime. That'll put your mind at ease, won't it? I would love something. Aren't you gonna stop her? There's no conclusive proof Tay was the real mastermind, so we don't have a choice. So we let her run her mouth? There's our best chance to get her to incriminate herself. If she could lie her way out of this, then there's nothing we can do. Now on to the next testimony. Good grief. Bnuny. I was waiting at the crime scene that night, Yuko's request. Alice had her doll steal the purse when Yuko stood up. That was the signal, you see. The doll dragged the purse over the tree, handed it off to me, then went back. Then Yuko came over to where I was, took the money from the bag, it ran off and hid it somewhere. Yuko left the bag behind when she disappeared, so I realized I could just put her... I realized I could just put her fan there and trap her. That's what I do to traders. Didn't we prove before that you couldn't hold the money on your person? You're that deeply involved, why didn't you not tell us from the beginning? Well, you just asked me how I knew Yuko. In any case, this testimony confirms the accused's guilt. Regrettably, it seems like there's no room for doubt. I truly did not want to believe it, but... Verdict, please. Very well. Gosh. Are you trying to end this trial without letting me cross-examine? You cannot fight it. It is fate, and I've seen it. The figure of the accused facing her punishment. Did she actually see it? If you try to take away my right to cross-examine, I'll take things into my own hands. What is it you intend to do? I cannot understand this mumbling. I will let the world know this trial is illegitimate in her paper. Momiji! Illegitimate! Our right to cross-examine witnesses is key to the trials. You have to follow the rules too, Your Honor. Yes, that is correct. We'll be fine now. Yeah, I'll get started right away. Momiji, the smartest person in the entire fucking game by a mile. Momiji actually saved me there. Going deeper, that's what she said. But your footsteps weren't recorded. I didn't walk around much, and we rabbits are light of foot, you know. But a tourist machine picked up even a doll's footsteps. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm telling you, I was there. If you heard about the experiment for racing, she'd have known not to make any sound. I expected as much. And you were the one who told Alice about that? It was all Yuko's idea, of course. Alice would have had an easier time of it with Yuko not getting in the way. Maybe so, but Yuko's the one given the signal, so obviously she's the one who came up with it, right? Yes, that does make sense. Ah, yeah, this isn't good. The judge is getting taken in. We don't have any leads just yet. Hold on a minute. You took the purse? I was just doing it for Yuko. In that case, you're a lot more than just a messenger. Yuko wasn't there yet, so I had to keep an eye on it. That's all I did. That sounds reasonable. That makes you a full accomplice to the crime, Tay. Your Honor, I request she be formally indicted. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We can make a decision after having heard her whole story. But it would be wrong to treat her as a criminal without sufficient cause. How about you look at the person in the defendant's seat and say that again? Just you wait, Tay. We'll be back before long. Yuko came over to where I was, took the money. Yep. You don't know where the money was hid. I have no idea. Yuko just vanished in front of my eyes. So isn't it weird that the money ended up in fucking Alice's house? Huh? Maybe it was because she's a ghost, but before I knew it, there was only the empty bag left. Is that even possible? I'm telling you, that's what happened, so I have no idea where the money could be. The accused might have rendered the witness momentarily unconscious and fled in the meantime. I'm sure that was within the scope of her power. I've never heard of any power like that. That's only natural. If others knew about it, it wouldn't be a trump card. Not even gonna bother. This is when you realize you've been betrayed. Well, duh, she should have given me what I was promised then and there. And so you put Yuko's fan next to that purse. Yep. That doesn't make any sense. Why? After stealing the money, she left the purse in the open where it could easily be found. It was incriminating evidence she just left behind. But she had to, because it was the bait for Alice. Ah. Alice was supposed to come over and take it from under the tree. She was gonna get left holding the bag, literally. But Mistia figured out she'd been robbed earlier than planned, so things didn't turn out that way. This explains everything. Oh, please. And then you fled from the scene yourself. Well, it'd be a problem if I got caught there, so I was sick. And I was sick of Mistia's warbling. Blew up in the night, did you? It's what I do best. And I bet you knew about the experiment and didn't want to get caught on tape. I have to make the court understand that Tay's not trustworthy one bit. I'm curious about this one. Was there in the invoices? Liquor, groceries, clothes, earplugs, and sleeping medicine. What is it? I have no clue what the fuck to present here. Triggered again on the second go round? Okay. Wrong. They said she was left alone, the purse, the stolen money in her hands. There's no way that's true, right? Talking about. I think it's the only thing in her short story that is true. No, I do think that's what happened. The problem is what came next. The defense's cross-examination is over, then the time's come for my verdict. No, hold it. But when cross-examined, what else is there to talk about? It's infuriating how you always do this, cutting us off at the very last moment. I'm literally right every time. Let me be clear, there's a contradiction in the witness's testimony. You gotta be kidding me, what contradiction? I agree with the witness, you're just talking nonsense. What a weird pair-up this is. This evidence proves your story's a lie. Why is your name Japanese? Who didn't translate this? Is it this? Oh! Oops. I have to bang out to this theme every time I hear it. Oh, we didn't get it in the entirety of the last game, and then we haven't gotten it so far this game. I wasn't expecting it to come up again. Oh, I'm so glad this theme's back. This is a storing voice addressed to the witness. As you can all see from this unpaid bill, the witness is in a considerable amount of debt. So if you were left alone with a bag full of money, you'd run off with it into the forest, and never to be found again. When you consider the witness's character, it does seem like the only thing that could happen. What? I thought I'd stash that away. She's reeling, except for the knockout blow. I don't have one. What? I pointed out the contradiction, but... What contradiction? Huh? Goodness, what did you say? What contradiction? That's what I said. You're right, I was gonna run off with that money, but somebody stopped me. Who was it? Who do you think? It was Yuko. I was gonna slip away and she suddenly appeared behind me. And you just obediently handed it over? She went, wherever might you be going, all threatening like... In all my many years of living, I'd never been so terrified. But it seems there's no contradiction. In fact, we have further proof that Q's is a criminal. Yes, to think she would go to such extremes for this money. When I came this far, things just keep getting worse. Aye, please pull yourself together. Momiji? She's just making things up on the spot right now. Doesn't matter how good a liar she is, she's bound to slip up. And that's where you can catch her, with evidence. If there's evidence, I just have to present it. How it is. But which one? Do I have any evidence that proves Tay was lying just now? Why do you dither? Cassette, because the voices weren't picked up. Wait a moment, there's something wrong with what Tay just told us just now. And this cassette tape of yours proves it? Yes, every sound that could be heard at the time of the crime has been recorded on this tape. I'll play now, listen closely. This is the point where Lady Yuko left her seat. I hear voices. The people remaining at the stall, I believe. Seems to be Suika trying to make conversation. The other voice is Mistia's. And these certainly are footsteps. Are these quiet steps those of the defendant? All I hear is stall banter and footsteps. Indeed, is that all? Yes, and I think this makes the issue self-explanatory. Ah, the voice of Yuko cannot be heard on this recording. You got it. Tay, it's over. You've been found out. You were the real puppet master behind this crime. You needed that money desperately, so you tricked your accomplice, Alice, and kept everything for yourself. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself? If you do not speak up, I'll accept the defense's words as fact. Finally over. Hold up. Right, now everyone knows Lady Yuko's innocent. Hold up! In that case, I'm ready to deliver my verdict. Find the defendant Yuko Saigyoji. Bastard. I knew there was gonna be more. There's a grievous flaw in the defense's case. I knew there's gonna be more. Huh? What is it now? Something has been bothering me for a little while, so I had a certain fact looked into. And I've now received a report from my police force. A report? What about? We had received a stolen item report from Korindo. Extremely odd stolen item. Rinosuke, what are you? It was an invoice concerning the enormous tab the red and white shrine-maid has built up at that establishment. What? What does that have to do with anything? I'll get to the point. The bill addressed to the witness that was presented as evidence, it's a fraud. I must admit I didn't think you had it in you, Aya. You very nearly deceived even me. But if you look closely, you can see that some fields of this bill have been rewritten in a different hand. Most importantly, the addressee's name. Some extra items were also added to the list of purchases. Witness, what does this mean? Hey, no, I never said this bill was mine, did I? I've got no idea where it came from. Racer from Iante gave this to us. She said she found it in your room there. Oh, wow! Well, whoever stole that bill and messed it up must have also put it in my room. What is going on? But you're the one who could have done that. Oh, I agree, the witness is likely to blame here. Now is not the time, but we do have evidence. Another case on my docket, is it then? We must focus on the issue at hand. Who stole the proceeds from the victim's stall? The motive for the defense ascribes to the witness was based on faulty evidence, and this means only the accused had a reason to mastermind the crime. What? If you have nothing to say, then be quiet. Can't do this anymore. Aya, we're really finished if you lose your nerve for the 10th time, Aya. The evidence it presents is a fake? Give me a break. Why does this thing even exist? Well, it's for sure it's Tay that made it. Maybe we can use it to turn the tables on her. This is a piece of paper now. It's useless. Didn't you say you do everything you could, Aya? I've already done everything I can. Then save your dispute for outside of this courtroom. Quite unsightly. Now they're getting on our case because of you, Momiji. I don't care. I won't let you just give up. Who's giving up? You've completely given up now. You're completely wanting to give up since we stepped in here. Defense is my last warning. We don't have time for your quarrels. You look like a bunch of idiots. I have to agree with the witness. Well, if you won't do what you promised, I will. I'll defend Lady Yuko to the end. Hand over the court record. Can't do that. I'm her lawyer. I'll do it. Stop pulling and let go. Oh, crap. What's that noise? That machine of theirs won't stop blaring. Meiji, make it stop. You give me a moment. I don't know where to press. Please do hurry. This is torture. Tori, is Notori Koshiro in the gallery? If you got time to say that, then. We're giving you the money, so it's fine, right? Ah! Oh, it's her ears. Her hearing is highly sensitive. No, what? Voice Tay? She got recorded. Must have been really faint before. But stop by itself. Nani? Ready of the tape. That'd be around 1 o'clock. Hey, how do you explain this? Oh. Huh? What? What just happened? Huh? Hey, how do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Wasn't that your voice we heard it from that recording just a moment ago? What did we just hear? Luigi accidentally played the tail end of the tape at full volume. No, it wasn't me. I don't know. I played dumb. The whole court heard it. Hey? Yeah, that was my voice. That was when me and Alice found where Yuriko had put the money. So now you're saying you got the money too. Yeah, I admit it. I just gotta admit it now, don't I? And that makes you the true mastermind behind this case. No way, I was just following Yuriko. She's the one who needed that money. She's the one who planned everything. You're still going with that even now? It's just by chance I got my hands on the money. Mastermind was Yuko, and I would never say otherwise. Aki, can we not look to the fact that she has lied like 10 times? There's no doubt that the witness is accomplice of the crime, but could the defendant truly be the mastermind? Surely it must be true. We will hold a separate trial for the witness. Surrender your verdict now. Not good, even after all that, they still think Lady Yuko's guilty. Even though I've cornered Tay like this. But she didn't actually have money trouble. And she even said she'd give away the loot. That is strange. There's just something missing here. What could it be? Like it's been something I've been ignoring for way too long. Motive. Momiji, what'd you say? I was just thinking, what was her motive? She got through a lot of trouble and ended up getting caught for a bunch of crimes. Why'd she go so far? I know what Tay's motive was, and I have evidence. Time's come for a verdict. Lady Yuko is innocent. I'm not so certain. Why not? I will not allow you to try and buy time without evidence. You're wrong, I have evidence. Your Honor, please. I'll grant you one last chance. If I'm not convinced, I'll immediately hand down my verdict. Not this again. Ancient duper. I understand, Your Honor. Yeah, that proves Tay's motive. It's the singing, it's the voice. Do I pick Momiji? Not Momiji, Mistia? Nope. Unless it's this. Okay, it's not that. So we get to keep hearing this theme, at least. I mean, the whole chapter started by someone, presumably Tay, complaining about her singing, and she made noise across the entire place. This? Ridiculous. You know I cannot accept this. It's the earplugs. Why not? This is a forgery made by the witness. It has no value as evidence. That's where you're wrong. It tells us Tay's true motive. Amelia, can you please tell me, what exactly did Tay add to the list of goods? The item's at the very end. I had the handwriting inspected, so there's no doubt. I didn't think you'd be so candid about something so devastating to your case. There's no need to be snide. It would tarnish the Scarlet name if I told a lie so easy to disprove. So this invoice was doctored to add earplugs and sleeping pills. And this shows us Tay's true motive. What on earth do you mean? As things stand now, the stalls owned by the victim, Mr. Lorelei, is unable to operate. I'm certain that that was what you intended all along. You didn't care about money or ghost flowers. Am I wrong, Tay? Because if Mistia's singing had been heard through the bamboo forest one more night, it would have been the end of your legend. Ah, I think you begin to understand. What? That makes you... I heard the interesting story yesterday. The Bamboo Forest rabbits have been complaining about Mistia's singing. And when you complained at Mistia's stall yourself, she blew you off and humiliated you. If you let that stand, it'd ruin your reputation. So you created that bogus invoice to convince your people you were doing something to help and set out to cause an incident that would force her to shut down. You glaring at me like that for? Do you think I'd confess? I mean, this is Tay. What the fuck am I expecting? All you do is show I had a motive, and that's it. So dream on, I won't ever confess. If she did, I guess she wouldn't be Tayanawa anymore. I really hoped I'd get her to confess in the end, but maybe there are things I just can't do. This is a matter for the witness's own trial. As far as this case is concerned, there's no longer any doubt in my mind. I find the defendant Yuko Saikyoji... I can't read that. I'm gonna lose my mind, in a good way. Somehow I still managed to win. I'd love we could get less intense trials. We got into a real fight back there. Hey, don't worry about that, it's the past. Water under the bridge. You're a big help. Lady Yuko, you've been set free? Indeed, looks like the rabbit that took the stand will now be taking my place. Hey. As I expected, that was outstanding work you did. You truly saved me. You don't have to lay it on so thick. Oh, why don't you join us for dinner tonight? And have Yomu come with us too. I'd be delighted, and I'm sure Yomu will be as well. What'd you have in mind? I thought we'd go to Misty's stall. We could have her make up for lost time. Help her make up for lost time. And I'm not even sure she'd be ungrateful enough to not give us a discount after this. How very thoughtful of you. The trial over, business can resume. Although I have no great love for Sparrow. All these small bones, but beggars cannot be choosers. Lady Yuko. Please don't copyright me. I can't skip this. I mean, it's an absolute banger. But... surely no one takes an issue with this song, right? Surely there's no copyright issue. By the way, the best Aya theme. I will have anyone say the other one is better. Wind God Girl is arguably second best theme in all Touhou. Yes, there are some side stories that I think are all dialogue. I'll maybe look at these on Friday. I'm definitely not looking at them today. As far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty sure this is like more or less like the extra trial of the last game, but kind of like extended. I hope Twitch doesn't ban me for having this song in there. Mata! Yeah, these games are so great. They're also so terrible, but they're so great, too. Who's the villain in this one? Tay? What is this teaser? And then there's these. The two. I have to remember. It was Mei Ling. Yuyuko. Henshi was the last one, and I forgot who the third one was off the top of my head. Yeah, Mei Ling was guilty of the first trial. The second trial was Yuyuko being guilty. I don't remember the third off the top of my head. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed before this trails on for too long. Well, I'm gonna make dinner then go to bed.